Welcome back to Baz Garage. A bit of a tinkering today. A couple of little bits I want to get done on the VTR. I'm not sure if this camera's as good as the iPhone 7. Anyway, yeah, there's a couple of little bits I want to do on this because they're bugging me. One is that the indicators work when they want to, and it's quite a common fault apparently. The inside of the switch is just wants cleaning out, to be honest. So I'm going to give that a bit of a clean. I have tried before, but not properly. So I'm going to have a go at cleaning that. Let me just turn you around a minute. Yeah, the other stuff I want to sort out is like stuff like these washers, those washers, just gammy bits like that just I'm looking at while I'm riding and they're annoying the shit out of me. So yeah, we'll give those a bash. Hopefully I've got some washers that I can swap those with, but if not, I'm just going to have to put them on the wire wheel, and then maybe chuck some lacquer on them to stop them rusting again. So I've managed to swap those washers off, and then for the tank bolts, I've got these things here. It comes with, oh dear, where'd that go? Oh. It comes with these screws, but they're not quite long enough to be safe to be bolting a tank down. So I've used the original bolts with these. And obviously I've got my fancy little hand ratchet. These are great, these things are. You can actually get a set of 3 of these for about £6-7 quid. We just wind those in till it starts to bite with the ratchet. And when you get, may as well just use the screwdriver. Anyway, so all I've done with those washers, because they're not actually just flat washers, they're like they're inserts that go into the rubbers with a flat top on them. So I've buffed those and then put some cure rust to stop them rusting. And then I've stuck these on top, and if I do at any point in the future have to paint them, and then I will, but I thought I've got these, so I may as well, because I use these on the Bandit for the screen. I think that's mostly what they're for, is for the screen. So that tidies that up. Just got to investigate why the indicators aren't working. I'll just try and see if I can demonstrate it. So I turn the ignition on, flick the indicator, nothing happens. And then it you know, sometimes it's worked. When you really need them, it won't work at all. I know it's not the relay because I've changed that, but I know it's a common problem with the switch gear. So we'll get into that and we'll have a nose in. Right, so I think I've cracked it. Basically opened it up and took the switch out. I didn't take the mechanism out at the bottom because that looks like it's in a million pieces. But I took the switch out and used a bit of electrical cleaner, sprayed around, cleaned up, and at the minute I think with a bit of use it'll be all right. This button used to stick in and out as well, whereas now it's with the lights on, you can see that, yeah, it was, you'd push it in and it'd stay on I-beam, and you'd be pushing and pushing and pushing and it wouldn't come back out, whereas now it's coming out. So happy days. I'd say that's one thing I've noticed about this bike as well. It's almost done 70 miles to a full tank and the petrol lights just come on. Thirsty beast. So there you go, indicators as good as sorted for now. I'm going to give it a little bit of time before I feel brave enough to reconnect the heated grips, because I've never reconnected those, because obviously when I bought the bike the guy was saying it was having drain issues, but I think it was mostly, or it was down to the regulator rectifier. So I think I'd be safe to put those on, because they're not on permanent, although they do actually turn off. But I don't necessarily need them. I mean, at some point I may even take them off altogether and just put new grips on, because you know I'm not really planning on using this in the middle of winter. So, but yeah, the washers are all nice and clean there. These are replaced, so that looks a bit tidy there. But yeah, I've just got to get into all the nooks and crannies and clean little bits and bobs up. So yeah, looking good. Don't worry, we'll soon get onto that. Yeah, soon we'll get onto that. There you go, just a little bit of tinkering for you. Well, not for you, for me. I think I did mention it, that the Bandit may be going. The Bandit has now gone. It no longer resides in the shed. That's gone to somebody that's going to be putting a bit more love into it than what I put into it. I've got it to where it needs to be as a usable bike, and it just needs somebody to tart it up a little bit more and make it their own. So yeah, the Bandit's gone. The 7R is still to do, but we are definitely going to, because I've got nothing else to play about with now apart from anything that not niggles me with the VTR. I went out for a first proper ride out on Sunday, because I've only ever used it really to go back and forwards to work while I have used it, and it's not really a bike for commuting on through a city. It's, yeah, it doesn't like to chug along and make its way around cars. It wants to go. So went for a proper ride out on it on Sunday, and it's a great bike to ride out and about, but yeah, it's just no good for commuting. But yeah, we'll soon be getting onto the 7R. I've also got my eye out for see if I can find something else to play with. Maybe something along the lines of a I don't know, a Cub 90 or a Cub 70 to play about with and use to go back and forwards to work on. That's a maybe. What I'd ideally like to get is I'd love to get somewhere like a 94 to a 98 CBR 900. But you know, we'll get to that when we get to it. In the meantime, this is for doing next. You know, I've sorted out the little niggles on the VTR. We'll crack on with that next. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Cheers.